All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to SAT Math and Stocks with our. No, I'm kidding. Welcome to SAT Math with me, Orange Shelky, yours truly. So we're going to be going over a general overview like we always do. God bless. Let me share my screen. Let me. All right. So let's stop talking about let's stop chatting about freaking stocks. So we'll talk about stocks after class, guys. All right. So welcome to section 3. So actually, it's going to be section 3 and section 4. But we're gonna prioritize our time with section 3 today. So the math in the SAT test, it's actually broken up into 2 sections. You guys probably already know this. But there is the non-calc section, and there's also the calc section. So as the name implies, and there's sections in the non-calc section. You're not allowed to use a calculator, as the name implies. And then in the calc section, you're allowed to use a calculator, right? However, in the calculator section, you don't really need to use a calculator. However, it's very efficient, and you get your stuff done very quickly. Both sections, they test up to the same math difficulty. So there will be never one instance, or like it's not a constant trend where the non-calc section will be easier than the calc section, or the calc section will be easier than the non-calc section. But that relationship does not exist. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's harder, sometimes they're neutral, sometimes they have the same thing. They also give you the formulas on the SAT down here, which sometimes are very helpful, because one time I was being very dumb on my actual SAT. I forgot like the formula of a cone, and thank God bless it was right there for me. So yeah, sometimes it's very helpful. I'll tell you that much. In this section, you're allotted 25 minutes for 20 questions. 15 of the questions are going to be multiple choice. 5 questions are going to be free response. I'm going to tell you this right now. This test was actually kind of challenging, or at least the section 3 was kind of challenging. I'll tell you this right now. If I took this like in 10th grade or like 9th grade, like this specific test, I probably would have got like -3. But I think how the curve works for this is that the harder it is, obviously the more generous the curve is going to be. But what I was thinking was that's typically the trend. This test alone was really hard. Is that if you miss, I think 2 on the math section, you can still get a perfect score in the math section. That's how hard they made this. So just be prepared for some hard questions here. But yeah, I'm gonna allot you guys 25 minutes to take this the section of the exam. Remember, only go to section 3. Stop right here. Right? Obviously, you guys know that. I'm just being very dumb right now. But yeah, that's it. I'll give you 25 minutes on the clock. Wait, do you guys want me to put it on the screen, or is it fine if I have it on my phone? Like, is it better if I have it on the screen? All right. Okay, cool. So if screen is better, I will do as you guys ask. Let me pause my share. All right. God bless. Okay. 25 minutes, right? All right, ready? Wait, oh, I don't have my screen share on. All right, ready, guys? 3. Oh, wait, I'll give you a few moments to get your stuff ready. But after that is go time. So I'll give you guys until 7:05, and we'll get there. Yeah, 7:05. Just make sure you guys get everything out. Make sure everything is ready, nice and ready. And we will start. Test 1, yeah, test 1. Same test as last time. Just remember, only section 3. Do questions 1 through 20 on only section 3, and that should be it. All right, it's 7:05. I guess have fun. Make sure you guys are very analytical, because I know 10. You guys might think you have the answer. Like, this happened to me personally. My thing is very easy. Just make sure you don't make any silly mistakes, because when you think questions are really easy, your brain starts to lax, and not focus, right? So just make sure you're always focused. You want to get the top score here. And it's fine if we don't, right? If you don't anything, that's perfectly fine. That's why I'm here, right? And throughout the weeks, we're gonna go over all the types of questions we'll encounter. We'll try to consolidate and make sure we can kill this portion and all the portions of the SAT. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Good luck, guys. Oh, I hate myself so much. Okay, never mind. So we have 1 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x plus 3, right? What was I gonna say? So what do we have to do there? We have to find, or we have to have it so that we can combine these two variables, or these two numbers, or these two values together. And in order to do that, we must multiply both sides by each other's denominator, right? So we will multiply this side by x plus 3 over x plus 3, right? Because remember, x plus 3 over x plus 3, that's basically 1, right? Yeah, you can plug in numbers, but I'm just showing you the actual way how to do it, right? But remember, you can do x plus 3 over x plus 3 because that's 1, right? And then we'll have to multiply this side by x plus 2 over x plus 2. You guys understand why I'm doing that? Is because we have to we have to have we're trying to combine the two together. Where did I get 4 from? Oh, because um Ananya, it says it gives us the condition here if x is more than 3. LCD. Oh, no. We're not trying to isolate the x side. Sorry about that. So first, we need to multiply these two together. We're just trying to combine. We're trying to combine the denominator together, right? So it's a little more cleaner, right? So we have x plus 3 over x plus 3. Okay, so we have x plus 3 over x squared plus 5x plus 6 plus x plus 2 over x squared plus 5x plus 6, right? And now that we have the same denominator here, we can combine these two together. We can combine these two variables together. So then we're going to get 2x plus 5 over x squared plus 5x plus 6, right? But remember, we're not done yet. We cannot forget about the 1 at the beginning here, right? So we have this 1 on top. So really, the whole equation as it is right now is 1 over 2x plus 5 over x squared plus 5x plus 6. But with the terminology I told you earlier, what is the actual answer here? I mean, you don't really have to type it up. You can just is the reciprocal of that, right? Yeah, it's b. It's b, correct, right? It's going to be the reciprocal of the denominator. Answer here is going to be b. Right. Good job, guys. Okay, moving on to number 14. If 3x minus y is equal to 12, what is the value of 8x? This took me some time as well. I'm not going to lie. Wait, so what was the point of saying x is more than 3? It just gives you a condition in which that which of the following is okay. So basically what it's trying to say is that when x is more than 3, it is equal to one of the following equations, and one of them will fit the parameter that is set. So really, it actually sets you up for guess and check, right? It says you have to pick a value bigger than 3 or greater than 3 in order for that to work. So yeah, you can't plug in 1. You can't plug in 1, 2, 3, or 0, or anything below 3. You cannot plug in. You can't even plug in 3, right? You can't plug in any of that. It has to be above the value of 3. You can do 3.000000001, but like you don't want to do that. You don't even have a calculator to do that, right? Yeah. It's not that it's undefined. It's just that that's a parameter that's set, right? And yeah, you can't do -2 and -3 because you're gonna get 1 over 0. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to this question. So if 3x minus y is equal to 12, what is the value of 8 to the power of x over 2y? Okay. So they gave us this condition, right? And they gave us two variables in this equation right here, right? So what I'm thinking is that we have one variable. We have this equation in terms of one variable, right? And I'm feeling x here. I always feel x, right? So let's move let's have 3x on one side, and let's have all the other everything else on the other side. So we have 3x is equal to 12 plus y. All right, that's interesting. Okay. And who noticed this? 8 is also 2 to the power of 3, right? And we also have an x here, so it's actually 2 to the power of 3x. And that is over 2y. But remember, they gave us what 3x is here, right? They gave us that 3x equal to 12, 12 plus y. So really, so 2 to the 3x is really equal to 2 times 12 plus y, or the whole equation would be 2 plus 12y over 2 to the y, right? But you can rearrange this so it looks like this: 2 to the power of 12 multiplied by the 2 to the power of y over 2 to the power of y. What's one thing we realized here? There's the same value in the numerator and the denominator. We can cancel them out. That leaves us with 2 to the power of 12. Which one has 2 to the power of 12? A. That is your answer here. But did you guys see how I simplified 8 so that it's 2 to the third power, so it then satisfies this equation over here? Right? Yeah, the SAT really needs you to be really smart on how you approach these questions. I don't think they're going to give you these hard questions anymore because they typically like giving students bad curves, right? Yeah, this one takes. Yeah, I took. Yeah, I mean, no, I overthought it too. When I first looked at this when I was in ninth grade, I was taking this test in ninth grade. I was like, what am I supposed to do here, right? They're not related at all. But after, you just have to think about it, right? Don't overthink, right? It's not that bad. Once you think about it, right? This is our last multiple choice question, right? All right, let's get to it. So if ax plus 2 quantity bx plus 7 is equal to 15x squared plus cx plus 14 for all values of x, and a plus b is equal to 8, okay? So this will help us understand what the answer is going to be here. What are the possible values of c? So a plus b is equal to 8, and a times b is equal to 15. What two values is equal to 8 but multiplied is equal to 15? 5 and 3, right? Or 3 and 5. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. Right? So now that we have our quantity here, 3x plus 2, and then 5x plus 7, right? All we need to do is just multiply them out. So we got 15x squared plus 21x plus 10x plus 14, right? We got 15x squared plus 31x plus 14. Right, you can stop here, right? You can stop here. You already have your value of c to be 31, right? We have that. But you could do this both ways, right? How did you get a times b is equal to 15? Oh, because remember, we're factoring here, right? If ax times bx is equal to 15x squared, that means a times b has to equal to 15, right? Yeah. Periodic, did you understand that? How I use this formula to my advantage here? Because remember x squared, that's what it is. It is what it is, right? But we have a and b. Okay. So you see here how it gives us ax plus 2 multiplied by bx plus 7 is equal to 15x squared plus cx plus 14. So remember, when we start foiling, we multiply these two together first. So we know that ax multiplied by bx is equal to 15x squared, right? We can get rid of the x's, and then we're left with a times b is equal to 15. Did you understand now? Because remember, when we FOIL first, this is our first value. ABX squared, squared. Yeah, essentially, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, that's allowed. I mean, why wouldn't it be allowed? I'm just using the information to my advantage, right? Because then you just be sitting here all night, like, what am I gonna do? You're gonna be testing every possible, like 4 plus 1. I was about to say 4 plus 1. You could test 4 times 4, but remember, just use the information they gave you at your advantage here, right? Answer is gonna be 31. And if you reorient it, so I did 3x plus 2, right? Let's do 5x plus 2 times 3x plus 7. You're gonna get a different answer here, but it's gonna be 41. So we're gonna get 15x squared plus 35x plus 6x plus 14. 35x plus 6x is going to be 41x, right? Answer is going to be 41, 31. Wait, so you don't have to divide by x on both sides? I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying, because if you do ax times bx, right, you're just going to get abx squared, and that's equal to 15x squared. And that means you can just cancel the x squared because they both are the same on both sides. Yeah. Nikki, yeah, 14 was A. So that means A times B is equal to 15, right? I'll come back to that for you guys. If you guys have. All right. I don't know, man. You have to really think about these. Like, you might underestimate them because they only go up to Math 3, but I swear, these are hard if you don't really try to focus. All right. So if t is more than 0, and t squared minus 4 is equal to 0, what is the following values of t? All right, so this is a simple FOIL question. We got a perfect square on our hands. So this can be broken down to t minus 2, t plus 2. So then we're going to be left with t squared, right? And then we're given these, t minus 2 and t plus 2. All we need to do to solve these, right, we have t minus 2 is equal to 0, and t plus 2 is equal to 0. Where the two answer choices here, or the two possible solutions, is going to be -2 and +2. But it's asking what is the solution that is above or greater than 0, and that's going to be our +2. Your answer here is going to be 2, right? Oh, one more thing: the gridded response, you will never get a negative answer because you can't plug in a negative answer, right? So if you get a negative answer, you're probably wrong, right? Because you can't grid in negative answer; it's physically impossible. So that literally eliminates half your answer choices. You're just left from 1 to infinity instead of negative and negative infinity. You know what I mean? Oh, no, not in any question. In the gridded response alone. Could I have moved 4 to the other side? 4 to the other side and have 2 to the power of x equal to 4? What do you mean by that, Sanvi? Oh, wait, for what? Wait, how are you gonna solve for? Oh, yeah, you could do that too. No. You could technically do that. Are you saying you want to do t squared is equal to 4? That works. You can just square root both sides. You're gonna get plus minus 2. Just remember, when you square root a positive number, it's always gonna be plus minus, right? No, I understand. Don't worry about it. Okay, a summer camp counselor. Okay, so we're given this diagram. Typically, when you're given stuff like this, you're going to be given like certain sides, and you're going to ask which one's proportional, right? And typically these are proportional. Excuse me. All right. A summer camp counselor wants to find a length x in feet across a lake as represented in the sketch above. The lengths represented are A, B, EB, BD, and CD on the sketch and was determined by 1,800 feet, 1,400 feet, 700 feet, and 800 feet, respectively. You guys, I don't know if you realize this, but when they say respectively, it's just in the way it was listed. So that means AB is 1,800 feet. So actually, let me label this on here. So always label. So if you get the opportunity to draw on your paper, it's always good to have a visualization of what exactly you're messing with here, right? So if we have AB is equal to 1,800 feet, we have EB, so this length right here, equal to 1,400 feet. We have BD equal to 700 feet, and we have CD equal to 800 feet. And they want us to find AE. So one thing you can realize here is that these two triangles are proportional because EB is twice BD, right? Now that we know that EB is twice of BD, that means AB is twice of BC. So, I mean, we don't really need this, but this is 900, right? So if this is, so that means DC is so that means AE is twice of DC, right? So what's 800 times 200? I mean, 800 times 2, 1,600. Your dream score and your score in the future, I promise. I hope. 1,600 is going to be your answer. All right. Okay, according to the system of equations above, what is the value of x? All right. So let's just do quick this. All right. So we have negative 2x minus 2y is equal to 18. Then x plus 2y is equal to negative 25. Hopefully I didn't mess. Oh, God bless. See, this one on me. I write 8s when I need 5s. Okay, so we have negative x is equal to 18 minus 25. Please, I think that's, I'm brain farting, negative 7. X is equal to 7 here. I did 1,800 minus 400, 1,400 divided by 2. How are you making this equation? You could also use a triangle proportional theorem. There's a theorem for proportionality? Did they change the mathematics curriculum? Because God bless. All right, so let me go back to this real quick. So let's make this as simple as possible. So we have this is 1,800, this is 1,400, this is 700, and this is 800. Okay. So it says segments AC and DE intersect. I mean, these are your mathematical terms, but I should have read them out for you guys. And AEB, so AEB, so this is equal to this right here. I mean, that just proves it's proportional, right? Those two things give you the proportion. Yeah, they're similar triangles. That's what I was trying to get at, right? They're similar triangles, right? And now that we know that similar triangles, we're trying to find the ratio here, right? So we know that BD, so EB and BD, these two segments are proportional, right? They're proportional here. And if we know that BD is 700 and EB is 1,400, that means the triangle ABE is scaled to 2 times the length of triangle BDC, right? So now that we know that, and we're trying to find AE, DC is proportional with AE, right? I mean, not equal, obviously, but proportional, right? So these two are proportional. So DC is proportional with AE, right? And now that we know that this triangle over here is 2 times the length of BDC, all we need to do is 800 times 200, 800 times 2, and we're going to get 1,600 for this side. Oh my gosh, you guys are making it so complicated. You don't need the essay. I mean, you could, but you really don't need that. Right? I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, you don't want to make it too complicated. Unless it's needed, don't make it complicated. Just try to keep it simple on yourself, honestly. All right, I know you guys messed up on this question 100%. Who thinks they got this answer right? Who thinks they knew? Oh, okay. All right. Dang. Okay. I saw this at first. And I had to guess, and I guessed it right. But you guys use a unit circle. Really? You don't have to use a unit circle. You're just gonna need to draw something out here. All right. So let's draw this out. So we have in a right triangle, one angle measures at x degrees, where sine of x is equal to 4 over 5. Right. So let's try to visualize this. Okay. So we have this triangle over here, right triangle, and then let's say this is x, right? So sine of x. So let's have this is a, this is o, this is h. So obviously, yeah, SOHCAHTOA, AOH, yeah, that stuff, right? A is adjacent, O is opposite, H is hypotenuse, right? Simple stuff. So we have sine of x, right? That is equal to 4/5. That means O over H is equal to 4 over 5. And for those reasons, we know that O is 4 and H is 5, right? And well, obviously, this is going to be 3, 4, 5 triangle. A is going to be 3. But that's not what it's asking us here, right? It's asking us what's cosine of 90 minus x, right? Now, let's take a look at this. So we have it. So, okay, we don't know this angle right here, right? So let's have that as y, okay? So when solving for a triangle, we know that 180 is equal to 90 plus x plus y, right? Let's have all the constants on one side and all the other things on the other side, right? So then we have 90 is equal to x plus y. And they're asking us what's 90, or we're trying to get for y. Y will be this angle right here, right? So that means y is equal to 90 minus x, right? 90 minus x. So if that means this angle right here is our 90 minus x, right? So that means, let me get rid of these. That means with this, if we're trying to find the cosine of this, that means this is going to be a, this is going to be o, and this is going to be h, where a over h, because remember cosine is ka, right? Is 90 always equal to x plus y? Yeah, it is, because remember they're giving us this 90-degree angle right here. Hey, good job, Prayag. I'm proud. Good job. Yes, you guys are actually really smart. What the heck? This took me 5 years. I mean, not really 5 years. I'm exaggerating here, but when I looked at the answer explanation 3 years ago, I was like, what? Yeah. If they're going to give you the cosine is 90 minus x is basically sine x. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. But yeah, ka or cosine of 90 minus x will equal 4 over 5. Do you recommend memorizing the unit circle? Yeah. I think in math 3, you guys are required to memorize the unit circle. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. You guys weren't? I remember I had to. I found this really nice way to memorize it. Yo, I promise, one of our classes, we'll go over the unit circle and I'll teach you something crazy. I thought I was Albert Einstein when I thought about this, but that's just me. All right, let's get this quick question out the way, and then we'll go over a Q&A and then some other stuff in the future. All right, so if a is equal to 5 square root of 2 and 2a is equal to square root of 2x, what is the value of x? All right, so a is equal to this, so that means 2, 5 square root of 2 is equal to square root of 2x, right? That means 10 square root of 2 is equal to square root of 2x. Square both sides to get rid of the square root. Then we're going to be left with 100 times 2 is equal to 2x. 200 is equal to 2x. X is equal to 100. Any questions here? All right. So which ones do you guys want me to go over? Any questions, or do you guys want to like Q&A? Number 19, 7, 20. All right. Number 17. Okay, number 17. We're all having a lot of problems with number 17. I don't understand 20 actually. Okay. So we'll start with number 17. We'll go to 7. Actually, no, we'll start at the beginning of number 7, and then we'll make our way there. All right. So Neil, what did you not understand about this? Is it more about the maneuverability of these variables, or what exactly? Maneuverability of these variables. All right. So for number 7, all you need to do, right? You just have to move all the variables um, to the other side, right? So remember, when you're messing with a division, multiply both sides by the division variable, right? So in this case, we have to multiply both sides by this variable on the bottom. So then we have m is equal to, or m quantity, this value right here is equal to this. Actually, let me just write this down. So wait, which step exactly are you messing up? Give me a Oh, okay. You want the review of all step. Okay. That's fine. All right. All right. So we start with m is equal to what are we exactly? So r over 1200, 1 plus r over 1200, n over 1 plus r over 1200, n minus 1 multiplied by p. All right. So that's what we're starting with, right? Can you show multiplying p this time too? Oh, yeah. I'll show multiplying p as well. All right. So we have this much right now, right? First thing, get rid of the denominator. Whenever you see the denominator, that's always the first thing you're trying to go for. Because if you start dividing stuff, you'll also have to account for the denominator as well, and that's really annoying. Always get rid of the denominator. That should be your first priority. Always get rid of the denominator. In order to get rid of the denominator here, multiply both sides by this value right here. So let's do that. So we have it. So 1 plus r over 1200 n minus 1 multiplied by m. And then you also have to multiply on that side too, right? So I'm just going to cheat real quick and use my copy tool. Can I copy? Thank you. I'll paste that right here. So we're going to multiply that. I'm going to keep it right here. And then we'll have it. So it's r over 1200 multiplied by 1 plus r over 1200 n over, oh, this junk. I hate this junk so much. 1 plus r over 1200 n minus 1 multiplied by p, right? So now we can get rid of these two values right here, right? Because when you have the same value on the top, you can get rid of them if they both are if the value on the numerator is if there are same values in the numerator and the denominator, you can just cancel them out, right? You got that much, right? So we're gonna get rid of this and we're gonna get rid of this. So now we're just left with this equation right here. So we're left with m multiplied by 1 plus r over 1200 power of n. Was it minus 1 or plus 1? It was minus 1, right? Yeah, it was minus 1. All right, cool. And that is equal to r over 1200 and then 1 plus r over 1200 and oh, God bless, times p. All right, do you guys understand this much now? All right, do you guys see how I move this variable so that they cancel it out on both sides? So do I have you there? All right, great. Now, all we need to do, right? Instead of getting rid of each variable one at a time, just get rid of all of it at once, right? And what I mean by that is just divide both sides by this. R over 1200 multiplied by 1 plus r over 1200 n, right? If we and then we have to divide that on this side as well, right? So what was it? R over 1200 multiplied by 1 plus r over 1200 n, right? So now we have to divide both sides by that value, right? That looks like a W. Oh, God. Yeah, it does. Thank you for pointing that out. Right, n, right? So you got this much, right? So now that we have Now that we have this, we can cancel these values out. So we can cancel this with this, right? We can cancel all of this with all of this. So then we're left with a P, right? So then that means P, or that means this. God, my ends are just very off today. I don't know. See, like this is what I mean. Like I don't know why I'm writing W's, and that is equal to P. So do you guys understand that now? So do you see how over here we divided and we divided the value that P had so that they all cancel it out, and we divided it on both sides, right? So then we're left with this monstrosity here. Do you guys understand that? Neil, what about you? You asked for this. I just want to make sure you got that. All right, great. Okay. Once we were 7 and 17, I feel ashamed because they're so easy and I skipped them. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry, right? It's fine if you skip them. Actually, don't never skip because you remember on the old essay thing, I think you got points off if you answer the question wrong. So like you got points off if you got it wrong. But yeah, exactly. You can just guess. Take your best guess. Try eliminating as many answers as you can and take your best guess. Because if you eliminate 2 answers, that's 50%. You got a 50% shot, right? Why don't you take it? Don't leave it blank, right? Always take your shot. Oh my god, I would be giving so much relationship advice right now, but this is SAT class. Um, okay, what's next, guys? Um, so what's our next question here? 15. All right. So Nikki, what exactly are you having trouble with 15? I'm assuming it's the 15. A times B is equal to 15. Is that what you're having trouble with? How did you do the factoring? All right. So are you confused as to how I got the 3 and 5, or like what exactly are you confused about? Because you can't do the factoring without us having the values of A and B here, right? Yeah, and then how did you get 31 and 41? All right, okay. So Nikki, are you having trouble getting 3 and 5 here? Can we please? Yeah. You guys can leave if you don't have any questions. You guys are not obligated to stay. Yeah, I only saw 31, but not 41. Again, okay. So, Nikki, are you having trouble with finding 3 and 5 here? I mean, yeah, are you having because we need to have 3 and 5 before we do anything else. I got 3 and 5 because they had okay, yeah, exactly. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, so you got that much. So, what exactly are you having trouble with then? Yeah, that's right. Right. How is it D then? Because look, okay, so now after we got this, we got 3x plus 2, and then 4x plus not 4x, 5x plus 7. It's asking us what is the value of C, right? What are the two possible values for the value of C, right? Wait, it's a plus 7, a plus 7. Right? So Nikki, do you understand this much? How we have 3x plus 2 times 5x plus 7 or quantity 3x plus 2 quantity 5x plus 7, right? Then we have 15x squared plus 21x plus 10x plus 14. Excuse me. And what you do is add these two together, 15x squared plus 31x plus 14. So that's going to be one of our values for that. Yeah, I just substituted A and B, right? You could use either A or B, right? You could have A is equal to 5, or you could have A is equal to 3, or you can have B is equal to 5, or B is equal to 3. Just make sure that they're like one is 3 and one is 5, or one is 5 and one is 3, right? Just make sure you have two different values, right? Yeah, exactly. Then I multiplied them out and just found what the C was. And plus, for this one, they made it easy where they didn't make two answer choices having the same numbers, so you don't have to reevaluate it and just switch it up, right? You know what I mean? Then found C makes more sense. How would you? Oh, I know what you messed up on. Okay. So you got 10x plus 21x, and you thought those answers were here, right? Bye, Sidon. Have a great day, dude. Um. Oh, okay, that makes a little more sense. All right. So this is the thing. When you have two like terms together, you want to combine them all the time, right? You want to combine them all the time. They're not two different values here, right? Because you have to combine them, right? So we'll have 15x squared plus 31x plus 14. So the reason why they said there's two different values for C is because if you reoriented, so if we make this 5x and if we make this 3x, we're going to get 41 here. So let me show you why. So this will be 5x plus 2 and then 3x plus 7, right? And if we FOIL this out, we're going to get 15x squared plus 35x plus 6x plus 14. This will then be 41x, and C will equal to 41. Bye, Sambi. Bye, Nanya. Have a great weekend, you guys. But Nikki, did you see how I did that? So you see, the reason why they think that there are two values here is because you have to switch. If you switch up the order, you're going to get a different C value, right? All right, bye, Alan. Have a great weekend, dude. Is that how you would test it? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how you would test it. Bye, Prayag. So Nikki, do you understand how I did that? What is the curving for the grade here in that section? Yes, we'll go over 17. So the curving all for this one, I think if -2 in both sections combined is still an 800, but after that, I don't know. So a lot of you request number 17 here. Let us go over this. All right. So let's get a few things out the way because I'm. All right, bye, Nikki. Have a great weekend. All right. So this is gonna sound. Oh wait, no. All right. Good job, Sadiq. Glad that you got number 19. All right. So first we need to visualize this, make sure we have all the plots down and everything, right? So let's see. So we know that AB is 1,800 feet, all right? So let's write that down, 1,800 feet. Then we have EB is equal to 1,400 feet. So this is segment EB. Then we have BD is equal to 700 feet. And then this is equal to 800 feet. Do I have you so far? Bye, Sanika. Have a great weekend. You too, Nikki. All right, you got me this far. All right, great. All right, so now it gives us these values. Segment or angle AEB is equal to angle CDB to show that these two triangles are proportional here. So that means, do you know what proportional means? So that means like they have the same ratios. So did you understand that like that much? So what I mean by proportional is that they have the same ratios. It's just that this triangle is scaled to be bigger than the smaller triangle. So this triangle right here is scaled to be 2 times bigger than triangle BDC, right? Because we know that sector BD or not sector BD, line segment BD is proportional with line segment EB. By proportional, I mean that they have the same ratio, but EB is bigger because it's multiplied by a scale of 2, right? And if we know that BD is or EB is scaled by a proportion of 2, that means DC and that means AE is also scaled by a proportion of 2, right? And now that we have 800 feet here, because this 800 feet is just 800 times 2 on this side, right? So then in that terminology, this will become 1,600 feet. All right, hope you got that. But did you understand like the proportion, like how since 1,400? All right, great. But I think that's end. If you guys don't have any questions, you guys are free to leave. So would they have the same angles or just proportional angle? So remember, if E is the same as D, I think these two angles are going to be the same, and for that reason, these two angles are going to be same, making the whole thing proportional. If they all have the same angles, then they'll all have the same ratios as well. Bye, Suchitra. Have a nice day, dude. Yep. Oh yeah. Let me unmute you guys now that's in class.
Oh, I yeah, I just figured out how 19 works now. So like you have okay, so you have the 90-degree angle and then you have the x angle. So like 90 minus x gives you that top angle, and then cosine of that is the adjacent of
Yeah, that's
and
exactly
then
how
it's
you do
4/5. Okay, that's I don't know.
it. Yeah. You just have
I know.
they make the math like kind of hard because they want you to think about it a lot. But like this is a very old test. Like recently they made the test a little easier. They don't make you think that much, but always test on the hardest thing because when you meet the easiest stuff, it's gonna be a cakewalk. And that's what my math tutor used to say, cakewalk. But yeah. But yeah, if you guys don't have any more questions, feel free to leave. How do I fund account? I have my own bank account. So I mean I have a debit card account, but like checking account, whatever you call it. Right. I don't work. I work for this organization for free because I love doing that. I love teaching people, dude. It's just what I do. You know what I mean? I don't really care about the money. It's all about doing the right thing, honestly. But yeah. If that's all you have to ask, no, I was wondering like if you funded. Oh no. So basically, what happened was my dad he just gave me $1,000 one day, and we opened an account. So he just put $1,000 in, and I made it from there. But yeah. I should be at 1,400, but my mom makes me go get the groceries, so I'm at 1,200. Yeah, it sucks. My mom makes me pay for the groceries even though I don't eat the groceries. You're good, Drew. Don't worry. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Bye, Drew. Have a great weekend. You guys need to spend some time outside, bro. Tomorrow is gonna be like a high of like 67. You guys should spend some time outside. I know I will. Just yeah. Bye, Neil. Have a good night, bro. God bless you both. You both are hard workers. All right. Yeah. Good luck on golf, dude. All right. Peace. See you Monday.